So today we're looking at a scenario that if Gran Colombia came back in 2023, not 2020, 2023. So, so Gran Colombia is back, and the first country that, well, actually, no, this would probably work out as like Colombia gets a dictator involved with their politics, not political. And then they invade the countries to reform Gran Colombia. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So they declare war on Trinidad and Tobago, and let's just save them the pain. Bam. There we go. Okay. So so now they invade Guyana, and so they start their invasion into Guyana, and they cut it off on the coast. I don't know where the capitals of South American countries are, so we'll just say it's right there. No, right there. So Colombia, they encircled the capital, and then Guyana collapses. So okay. And by the way, guys, expect to see some gorilla tag videos on my other channel, Iceland Gaming. So okay, because I'm getting an Oculus on April 1st. Okay, so the next country they invade is Suriname. So once again, capital is right here. Now it is. I didn't know where it was before, so now it's there. Okay, so they invade the west part of, they start their invasion, cut it off on the coast, encircle the capital, dies. And then they won't declare war on French Guiana. That's because France. Well, you know what? No. Let's say that French Guiana is independent in this scenario. And now it just, yep. So there we go. They got their control over the Guianas. So basically, they're almost like northern South America now, but they're not. Okay, so they really have the option of going up into Central America, going after Caribbean islands, or they can go down south and invade Peru. So they are not going to do that yet, and they start their invasion into Costa Rica, which Costa Rica doesn't have a military, so there we go. Now they start their invasion into Nicaragua. Nicaragua. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Okay, so they start their invasion down south, but the Nicaraguans they fight back like a like even into Costa Rica, but that's doesn't last long as the Colombian army just they full send, well, not full send, but they send most of their army into Nicaragua, and then capital right here, probably, I don't know, starts their spearhead to the capital, and Nicaragua collapses. It's now red. Oh, dang it. I always forget to, whatever it's called. I don't care. Okay, so next they're gonna invade some of these Caribbean islands, which they are gonna, yep. Puerto Rico, they cannot get Puerto Rico due to the United States and Alaska. Alaska is also United States. Okay, so they invade El Salvador and Honduras, at the same time. So they start their invasion into Honduras, cut off. They cut off the northern coast. Now they aim down south and cut off its coast. So, and then I'm gonna say the capital's right there, and Guatemala's capital is right there because I can, because I don't know where they actually are. So Honduras. Is this Honduras? Yeah, this is Honduras. And then El Salvador, just, yeah. And then these two, Guatemala and Belize, they just joined because they don't want, they don't want their people to die and stuff. So they just joined to spare the pain. Okay, so what should they invade next? I wonder who they're gonna invade next. Okay, so they start their invasion into northern Peru. Oh no! Dang it! And then they start their invasion into northern Peru. Try to cut off the coast, which they do for like a little while, but then Peru gets its coast back, and then it gets the southern half back. But then here's the other part. Chile joins in due to its claims of I'm pretty sure it has claims of areas right there. So Chile joins in, and then they invade this area. Yep. And then they just leave. So they just straight up leave. Okay, so just remember that these areas are Chile's. And then back to Gran Colombia. So they just send almost all of their military into Peru, and then Peru collapses except for these areas. They're Chile's. Okay, so let me draw up the borders. And then I'm gonna end off the video on this. So go subscribe to Iceland Gaming. And then yeah, that's all. See ya.